But those are still to come. But right now, we're going to talk to you about the begonias. So if you're just getting home, you just finished up dinner, you turned on the TV, this is a 2-hour gardening show that, yes, is for all of us. These are begonias that you can grow. It's a 4-piece giant AmeriHybrid begonia set. And we started the season with 12,000, and we now have fewer than 1,000 to go around. You're getting 4 2.5-inch potted plants in assorted colors. But the begonias that you grew up with, the begonias that you are familiar with, are going to just feel bad about themselves when they see how huge these AmeriHybrids are. By the way, they're $18.16. They're also on free shipping and handling, and they're on 4 easy payments of $4.54. The price here also goes up at the end of the day, and the easy pay is gone at the end of the day as well. Derek from our 4th generation is back with us, and look at the size of these blooms.
They're huge, right?
It's
I mean,
enormous.
when we think begonia, we think, all right, I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going to pick up some little dinky, $3 whatchamacallit and put it on my table, and it dies in a week and whatever. But actually, there's one family in California.
Okay.
It took them 80 plus years. They hybridized. They basically took pollen from these tiny little begonias to create a begonia where one flower is the size of the entirety of, the original plant. So what we're looking at, because it's really cool, I mean, bigger is better in the garden, but you also need to think, well, where am I going to put these? What's their use? These produce massive multicolored flowers in full shade. Full shade. I mean, it's unbelievable.
If a flower could be a circus clown car, I feel like this would be it. I mean, look at how many blooms you're getting, how big the spread is. Okay, what does it look like when we get it home? What do we need to do?
Great point.
Okay.
So here's the thing. We've offered these for many years, okay?
Yeah.
The family that was producing these in Northern California, they closed shop last year. We did not think we could get them back. Somehow we got a very small amount, and what's unique is that this is also the very first year we're offering them as living plants. See, in the past we always had little bulbs, and those bulbs were fun, but you'd have to wait 60 to 80 days for them to produce their flowers.
Okay.
Now, very likely right out of the box, you're gonna have some flower production going. These are just getting started, that's why they're still small. But you're gonna get these 4 healthy plants in these pots, and in 30 days, they're gonna be the size that you see here, fully grown. 30 days.
30 days, so a month to get flowers as big as my face.
I mean, normally you'd have to wait twice or thrice as long.
Yeah.
Now you can get that, I mean, it's instant gratification. So think June, you're gonna have your plants in full bloom, and they're gonna go all the way to the first frost. And then just let the winter kill them.
This is why we shop with Roberta's. Look at your screen. This is why we shop with them, is because I can't find this in my garden store.
You won't,
and if
definitely.
Even if I did, I wouldn't have anybody to ask. And you've got the guys right here. You've got Stephanie right here. So take a look. This is able to be planted in the ground and in containers. What do you recommend?
Well, I recommend using this as a problem solver because we all have areas that we can't normally grow nice looking flowers. It's either a very sheltered under the tree kind of space, or like you there, the picture's already gone, but that windowsill, that was a shady windowsill.
So pretty.
So, we have shady decks that, it's covered so we don't get a lot of sun. You want something living there. These go great there. Anywhere that you really don't get a lot of sun and you're tired of mud, mulch, or gravel, or just nothing.
Yeah.
That's where these go. And you can see the delicate, I mean, these flowers, even though they're jumbo size compared to their traditional, brethren, they're still very delicate in the way you feel them. They're very soft, and the colors, it's like they've been very gently painted on there, like that.
Just dipped.
And these produce tons and tons of flowers for like 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
When you put these in the ground or in a pot.
Okay.
And they're also very easy to grow. Like, because you're normally going to put them in shady areas, they can take part day sun, not more than that.
Okay.
Because the flowers will begin to lose their voluptuous quality with too much sun. They'll be dried out. But when you have plants in the shade, I mean, you really rarely water them because the sun's not drying them out.
This show is something that I want my neighbors to talk about. This is what I want my neighbors to see in my yard. Now, it sounds like you want to see it in your yard too, because we started the season with 12,000 and we now have fewer than 800 remaining. There's that flower box situation that we were talking about a moment ago.
And you can tell that's not a space that gets a lot of sun. So putting them in those boxes, awesome idea. Also, you know, normally we have hostas in the shady area. Hostas are great. You know, they get little tiny purple flowers or white flowers. Put these next to them. You're going to upgrade the level and quality of your garden the 100-fold. Hanging baskets.
Oh, wow.
You can look at so many huge flowers, and they're unique. People have not seen these because this is not something that you can get at the garden center.
No.
I mean, I promise you, I travel the world looking at garden centers and what they have to offer. I've never seen the giant American hybrid begonia. And there you go again. All of that color, it's insane.
It's so gorgeous. It's so saturated too.
Yes.
Before we do run out of time, I would love to see, and this is how easy it is. We have them off to the side here, but also when we get it home,
How
is
to
it
do
really this easy?
It actually, it's so easy, I don't even want to show you because it's just like too easy. All right, now you can put it in a hanging basket or a pot or in the ground, but basically, you know, I have a pot of soil right here. Okay, this is gonna be 1, 2, 3. Anybody can do this. Take a pot, just opened it out of the box, you know, took it out of the little plastic pot, just stick it right in here, cover it up.
It's so easy.
I
How
mean,
far
it's
apart
almost
do
like-
they need to be? If we're planting them all together, how far apart?
I would give, because these can get kind of hefty, like 1.5 feet wide.
Okay.
So I would give them about 2 feet up across, you know, space in between. That gives them a little bit of breathing space. When plants are too close together, too clumped up, they can't have airflow, and then they get rotting and all sorts of weird things.
And we're getting 4, so we're getting assorted colors throughout. So this is a representation of what you're going to get at home, but obviously we have 6
a couple collections
out here on set.
Yeah.
But you are getting 4. So it's a couple of different collections mixed together, but I have an update for you. $18.16 is the price tag. We started the season with 12,000 sets. We now have 600 sets remaining. We also have 4 easy payments. Court's lucky number is 4. I don't know if you've heard that.
I have not.
4 easy payments of $4.54. And this is one that when it comes to sunshine, can it handle full sun?
No, actually.
More shade,
if you
the
put these
better.
in the full sun, because these flowers, they're very like watery actually. They're full of water, and it'll like evaporate their beauty. So that's why they like shady to full shade areas, just like that.
Okay.
I mean, we all have spaces that we can improve the shady garden.
For sure.
Because usually we're stuck with like, oh, let me just put some paver rocks there and the frogs will make their home, you know?
That reminds me so much of Germany, where I grew up.
Exactly.
That is so gorgeous.
It is.
That saturation
Except
of color
the window
against
boxes,
the green.
the actual containers aren't very...
We'll work on the containers for next year.
But the look itself.
The price goes up at the end of the day, and the easy pay is gone at the end of the day. $4.54 per plant. My goodness. I mean, you know, we love planting our gardens with Roberta's, but we also love the values that we get from them too. My pick of the show